Hi. Being a new business owner can be so daunting and it can be so scary. We're taught through our education how to meet client needs, and we use our education and our experiences to launch businesses. But what we are not taught are the elements needed for a successful business and how to use those elements to be a successful and a progressive clinician. And that was me. That was where I was over a year ago. I launched my business and I was struggling. I was struggling not just to get clients, but I was struggling in the message that I portrayed. This is who I am. This is the client population that I serve, and this is the mission and vision of my business. And so I had a friend who recommended that I try out Glendora's 5-day business card 3.0 challenge. And that was the beginning. That was the beginning. Participating in that challenge really opened my eyes. I was like, whoa, so this is what it is like to be surrounded around women that are thriving and striving and genuinely happy for each other. So doing that challenge opened my eyes and I wanted more. I was like, I want to see what the Dvine Systems Academy really has to offer. So I enrolled, and let me tell you, prior to it, I was very unorganized. I was one of those ones, if I needed to know something, I just go on the internet and see, well, let me see if I can find it here. But that's so different when you can have a fellow clinician, a coach, an experienced coach who can be there for you, who can link you with stakeholders in the state that you're living in other states, who can prepare you and increase your visibility. There is not a time that I had a question or a need or concern that Glendora was not there. She answered all my questions. She gave me a wealth of information. She would also give options so that you could look at a particular concern or situation, look at it through a different lens. And I appreciated that so much because, again, we are not always prepared, or we don't always know how to go about marketing. Prior to the program, I knew nothing about marketing. I thought, oh, okay, you just post on Facebook, or okay, you just post on Instagram. I did not realize that there was a system and there's an approach and there is a awareness that you have to have. And through the Dvine Systems Academy, I was able to learn that. The Dvine Systems Academy, it brought my business to life. I was provided a system for addressing the population that I wanted to serve authentically. I was provided a blueprint for how to increase my visibility and how to show up and say, this is my name and this is who I am and this is who I serve. I didn't have that beforehand. I didn't have that type of confidence prior to that program. Not only has this program taught me visibility and taught me the value of truly engaging with community stakeholders and showing up saying, this is who I am and this is who I serve. And then those stakeholders using your mission and vision to further engage clients and send you referrals just by showing up and saying, this is who I am. the program, it pushes you. It pushes you to be accountable. So if your business, number one, has a vision and mission, the accountability is that every aspect of your business needs to speak to that vision and mission. And that was really driven home through the academy. If you are a clinician who is hesitant and you're thinking, I can do this alone, you'd be like me, I can just go on the internet and find the information, or I could talk to my friend, or I can join a Facebook group and get all the information that I need. There is a difference. There's a difference in the value that you will get from enrolling in the Dvine Systems Academy, and that value is worth more than money can buy. And I would just say, don't be hesitant. Step out. Definitely contact her. This system, it has changed my business. It has changed the life and the face of my business. And it's changed my life. And I'm very grateful for her. And I'm very grateful for the system.